there's some good things we did from last game, but also some things we got to improve on to be better down the road and be better against the Ravens this week. And we got a tough challenge. They're a good defense, and they're a good football team with a great quarterback. So they're a tough challenge, and just trying to learn every week and store things in my memory bank to use them again down the road.
Well, Drake Maye's given love to Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, who, by the way, missed practice yesterday. He's got the sniffy.
What a shame.
He's got the sniffy.
I thought you were going to sing us in.
What a shame.
To look a lot
like fake miss. Well, I'm not sure if Cam Rogers from the Bleav Network knows anything about Bake Miss and Drake Maye, but you might know a little something about Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are favored this week. Remember all the gossip last week about why the Bills could be favored? Cam Rogers joining us here from the Bleav Network. Why are the Ravens favored this week, and what's going on with Lamar?
What's going on, guys? Great to be with you. Can somebody get Lamar Jackson some vitamin C? This guy is always sick, but I do think this is routine. He's missed the last 6 Wednesday practices. I'm not concerned whatsoever. He will be in fine form on Sunday Night Football. Listen, guys, I get deep into these spreads, these situational spots. This feels like a situation where the Ravens obviously need it more, and Vegas sometimes will give you the answer, favoring the Ravens as a 500 team taking on an 11-win team in New England. And here's the data. It's pretty interesting. Teams 500 or below versus a double-digit win team are 16-9 against the spread. So if you could kind of argue that the Patriots can afford to lose this game, they can, because then they have Miami, they have the Jets. They're going to win the division. That is not a concern. So if they were to kind of have a hiccup here on Sunday Night Football against Baltimore, not a big deal. By the way, guys, as you know, the Ravens have been a thorn in the Patriots' side for the last 15 years. The Flacco versus Brady era. You guys remember that? This could be a new rivalry, Drake Maye versus Lamar.
I think it's pretty apparent what the strength is, what the method of attack is for the Ravens. It's the run game, whether that is obviously Derrick Henry or we'll see about the health, because I know Lamar Jackson, not only with the illness, he's dealt with the leg injuries, multiple leg injuries, but that seems to be the area. For all the stats that will shout out, okay, Patriots, they're excellent against the run. That's true when they're fully healthy, but right now they're not. James Cook just torched them. Is the assumption the Ravens are going to just run the ball down their throat, bleed clock, and attempt to win the game this way?
I'm actually going to pull a 180 on you guys. I actually think the Ravens are going to take their shots really early in this game. I know that John Harbaugh historically has deferred if he were to win the toss. Would not be shocked if the Ravens take the ball first and just go down the field, take their shots, play action, all the things with Zay Flowers. Rashad Bateman should be back here this week. And that opens up the run game a little bit. I know the Patriots got gashed a week ago, but if you look at the totality of the season, their front seven is pretty elite. We'll see if Spillane is in that lineup here this week. So for the Ravens, they do not have a great offensive line. You have Linderbaum at center. He's a road grader. Ronnie Stanley's beat up. We'll see if he plays this week. And then you have a rookie at tackle on the other side. So I am concerned about their ability to move the line of scrimmage. With that, I think they take their shots early and force the Patriots to play coverage, meaning opening up the run game for Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Here's the other thing, too, guys. Lamar Jackson seemingly is healthy again. He looked good last week. The weeks prior, not so good. He was not running as much, meaning there's less deception. Part of the Ravens' run game is Lamar Jackson's ability to run with the football. When defenses don't respect his ability to run, you can crash inside and get after Derrick Henry. So I think that deception element with Lamar this week is going to help Baltimore.
Cam, I appreciate you bringing up that sort of Patriots and Ravens history there. You know my background. I covered that for years, and I'm telling you right now, the Ravens were sort of the little engine that could against the big bad empire and the dynasty of the Patriots. I don't believe that's the case with these two teams now. I do agree with you that we should, in theory, get Lamar and Drake for the next decade plus, but you know, right now the Ravens are really the standard. They haven't won any Super Bowls, but they're the standard in terms of regular season wins and just being atop the AFC. I actually think the Patriots now are going to push them and possibly take that torch. Do you see it that way? Because listen, from where I'm sitting, Harbaugh hasn't won Super Bowl, got to give him his props, but he won that with Flacco. Him and Lamar have not won jack shnikes together, okay? Lamar's getting older. He's not running, like you said. He's still trying to kind of play himself healthy, it sounds like what you're saying here. Meanwhile, we got this kid up here, up north, kicking butt. I actually think the Patriots could snatch the Ravens' heart Sunday night, keep them out of the postseason, look at them and say, look at us, we the captain now. Do you see it that way, Cam?
You know, guys, I was a senior in high school at Nashua South last time the Ravens won a Super Bowl. Can it change here this year? We shall see. I'm flying up to New Hampshire tomorrow for the holidays. I will be out and about in New England, decked out in my Ravens gear the entire weekend, ready to get trolled, and that's how I like it. I am very nostalgic, guys, for the Flacco Brady days because we had so much success against the Patriots. Yes, I play for the team, obviously. But I think you're right, Travis. I mean, things are changing a little bit. The aura with the Ravens in the playoffs just isn't there. Lamar Jackson has struggled mightily in the playoffs time and time again. Last year, Mark Andrews, my goodness, if you did not drop that ball against Buffalo, what could have been? So, yeah, I think this version of the Patriots scares me more than the Tom Brady era, which is kind of funny to think about. But Drake Maye is fearless, guys. And what I really don't want to see from the Ravens on a defensive side is blitzing this kid left and right, because we know his numbers are really good against the blitz. And the Ravens so far this season, they're not exactly elite in the pass rushing department. If you look at that loss, I know it's a long time ago, but to the Raiders in week 1, they rushed with 4 guys. They played zone. They got to the quarterback, and they created pressure with those 4 guys. That is the way to beat Drake Maye. Keep him inside that pocket, lane integrity. Do not get crazy with the blitzes, because then he's taking off or he's finding his outlets. So, yeah, I think, this version of the Patriots is a different vibe for sure. If they come into Baltimore and break my heart, it's going to be a very sad Christmas up in New Hampshire.
Well, it will be a sad Christmas in New Hampshire this week. And just to keep it local here, Zay Flowers, BC.
Sorry for that coal under the tree, man.
Zay Flowers, BC, Isaiah Likely, an Everett kid.
Yeah.
You got Pat Ricard, who went to David Prouty. Todd Monken has had good days, bad days. Who's more on the hot seat, Monken or John Harbaugh?
It's weird to say because John Harbaugh has been the head coach of the Ravens all the way back to 2008, but I think John's out, but something has to change, right? I will say the grass isn't always greener. So just kind of think about that. If you're a Ravens fan out there, you're probably not if you're watching Nesson right now, but something to consider. I'm going to take it 1 week at a time. The Ravens absolutely have to win this game. The good news for them, too, is they control their own destiny. If they win out, they win the AFC North and will host a playoff game, which is crazy to think about because I don't know if you guys looked at their schedule earlier in the year. They were 1-5. They had 1 win against the Browns. Cooper Rush was starting at quarterback. If you want to watch bad football, watch Cooper Rush be a signal caller in the NFL. They did get a win after that bye with Tyler Huntley against the Chicago Bears, which looks pretty good now that the Bears are clearly going to the playoffs. Then they ripped off a bunch of wins and then a couple of losses. Got back to it against the Bengals last week. Pretty impressive fashion. The defense has gotten better over the last few weeks. So if John can get the Ravens to an AFC North title and maybe a playoff win, he should be safe.
I mean, home against the Patriots, at Green Bay, at Pitt.
Bro,
That's a hell of a win out.
That is
but
hell.
It sounds like listening to you, and granted, I don't think it's unrealistic the Patriots lose this game. I don't think it's unrealistic that the Packers get surpassed and even miss the playoffs. No Micah Parsons. Oof. And I haven't been high on the Steelers, honestly, since going back to the offseason. I've said this is the year the Mike Tomlin streak of never having a losing season ends. So, I could see it. Don't get me wrong. I can see it, especially with the Ravens getting healthier. But you seem to have more conviction. You don't seem to be all that worried about Baltimore missing the playoffs here.
Not really. You talked about Micah Parsons there with Green Bay. I mean, he is such a massive piece to that defense. He changed the complexion of that front seven, and with him gone, It's going to be an adjustment period for Green Bay. I do think Green Bay wins this week against the Bears. They're favored small, but I think they are a better team overall. And yeah, listen, I just think the Ravens are a fearless team. They have nothing to lose, right? I mean, they have to win out. The playoffs start now for Baltimore. They could, in theory, get to the postseason if the Steelers hiccup here and there, but I'm not going to rely on that, nor should the Ravens. Yeah, I feel decent about it, but whatever happens on Sunday night is going to kind of give me a better idea in terms of what they're going to look like against the Green Bay Packers. The Bengals are the Bengals, right? The defense is horrible. Joe Burrow is talking about maybe not being a Bengal anymore. So I kind of want to throw that game out the window from last week. Let's study the tape here on Sunday Night Football. Ravens favored by 3 against a really good Patriots team who could be the #1 overall seed. However, if they lose on Sunday night, looks like it's going to be the Broncos. We shall see.
All right, Cam, take me through there. Let's go to the big crab cake here. You have the Ravens winning out, so walk me through how this game's going to play out Sunday night. Give me everything. Give me the game script, what you see. You already said Ravens are going to come out early, take some shots, try to get up. I've said on TV all this week, Cam, that the Ravens, I just don't think they're built to really come from behind much. So I like your game plan of, hey, jump up early and then just run the ball with Derrick Henry and Lamar if he's up to it. I sort of see that. But how do you see this game playing out? Give me a score. Give me all the goods.
I'm going to channel my inner Lee Corso right
there we
now,
go.
guys.
There we go.
There we go. 29. Patriots 24.
Ooh,
and
this
you're
man
right,
came
Travis.
ready.
Shots down the field. Zay Flowers is going to have a game. I don't care if Gonzalez is sticky with him the entire game. I love Zay in this matchup, and I think Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews are going to have productive nights. Score early, score first, and then that's when Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson could put the pedal down, be aggressive against that front seven for New England. We'll see if they're healthy this week. And the Ravens beat the Patriots in a high-scoring affair. They cover 29-24.
Are you really going to wear that when you come back home, bro?
I'm going to a bar on Sunday night, guys. I'm going to wear this, literally.
You're going to get thrown out.
We'll see what happens.
Just real quick.
Joe's sitting here playing bouncer.
Oh, yeah, bro. No. That's not going to work for you here.
Yeah, Joe, I'm going to hire you.
No, bro. No. So here's my thing. Buffalo, they can come back from 21-0. If the Patriots go up 21-0 on the Ravens, I'm sorry, Lamar Jackson and crew can't come back from that.
I'm with you. We absolutely can't. That's why we have to score first. We have to score early.
He's hoping.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hope right there, man.
A little less belief, a little more hope.
Joe's saying,
From the Bleav Network?
Joe's saying, quote the
Positive
Ravens,
mindset,
never more.
guys.
Never more.
Anything else, Adam?
You're not really coming home wearing that, are you? Joe's ready to pick him up
The
at the
people
airport.
of Nashua will throw you out.
Yeah. Joe, Manchester Airport tomorrow. Pick me up,
Yeah,
please.
Wait.
You're not allowed at the public house, bro. They're not letting you in there,
Wait,
man.
how did this happen, bro? How'd you become a Raven fan?
Ooh, that's a whole other segment, Travis. I'll summarize this quickly. I was a contrarian as a kid growing up. I loved going the other way when everybody else went a certain way, right?
Okay.
Kevin Millar was my favorite baseball player ever and moved to the Baltimore Orioles. I followed him to the Orioles.
That's
I wanted
right.
to stay consistent. Became a Ravens fan in 2008.
Okay. I respect that, bro. I was covering the team around that time when you were fandom, so I do respect that. I remember Kevin Millar there. Hey, man.
best.
Good for you. It could be worse, right? You could be a Bills fan or Dolphins or Jets. At least it's not in the division.
Jaguars.
I respect it.
He's pulling out his "Why Not Us" card.
I respect it.
Oh, Cowboy up?
Cowboy up.
Cowboy up.
Listen, that is a dangerous team.
in the USA.
Cam, in full disclosure, Cam, we've sat up here for weeks and talked about, okay, who are some of the teams we don't want the Patriots to see in the playoffs? And because of Lamar, clearly, the Ravens make the list, although this year they haven't quite looked Raven-like.
Well, that defense is arse.
Yeah, it is.
It's bad.
It is.
Well, why is it Jekyll and Hyde? They shut him out last week. You know,
Yeah,
now
I think
they're
the defense
just
has
going to
gotten
do that
better
to Drake
Since he
May?
quit.
Right.
Since he quit.
Go ahead, Cam.
All right, you guys come to Nashua on Sunday night. We're going to talk about the game more, and you guys can be my bodyguards as well.
I wish you luck, Cam. He's Cam Rogers, everybody. He's wearing
Joe is
his gear.
concerned for
Cam, appreciate you, man, joining us here on Boston's Enter the Chat.